Hey guys, it's Angela Silva here with VIPKID bringing you a brand ambassador video. I haven't done a brand ambassador video in a while, but one of my referrals emailed me something that I think a lot of teachers go through, and so I really wanted to put this out there. I got her permission to share her email, so here it is. Real quick, make sure you scroll down real quick right under this video and hit subscribe so you don't miss any other videos, and a thumbs up to help me out. Alright, so here's what she said. This is from one of my referrals, Stephanie. Won't use her last name. First, she talked about how she had an interested student. You know, you can see you have an interested student on your schedule. And it was around Christmas, and she wasn't sure if she should open or not. She wants to spend time with her family, but she really needs to build rapport and build up her student base. And she said that she's been emotionally and physically drained. I don't know if it's happened to you when you first started. Don't get me wrong, this job has been great so far, but I'm starting to feel the pressure. I find myself feeling extremely overwhelmed and telling myself, don't mess up or else you'll lose a student. I'm going to start taking yoga to help calm the nerves. Maybe it'll help. Here's the kicker. How do you deal with the stress and pressure? All the other teachers, including you and YouTube, seem so composed. I've heard this so often, and I thought we should talk about it on YouTube. There are a lot of features of the VIPKID portal that are awesome. The interested student feature is one of those things that are awesome. Priority requests are something that are so awesome. But I see what she means about getting stressed and overwhelmed and not wanting to let anyone down. Here's the advice that I told her and that I encourage everyone else to take. The first thing is if you're just starting out, plan to adjust and tweak your schedule as you go. You really don't know starting out what's realistic for you, especially if you haven't taught online before. Since the hours are based on daytime in Beijing, that means they're probably really early morning for you. When I started out, I was doing a split schedule, and I had to quit that real quick because I was exhausted. I was drained. The money I was making from VIPKID was not worth the toll it was taking on my health. And that's because sleep deprivation is like the #1 trigger for me and my mental health. If I am sleep deprived, I am helpless pretty much in every other aspect of my life. So when you start out, yes, bookings are important. It's important to have a wide availability so that you can get ratings in and get your feet wet, get experienced. And then I think it's so important to realize that you need to refine your schedule to something that's realistic for you. And that's the beauty of VIPKID though. You can tweak your schedule. You can close availability and reopen. You can do short notice, whatever. You need to find what works for you, but just when you start out, realize and plan to adjust. The second tip I have to avoid the stress and the burnout is to simplify. It's also easy to go down this rabbit hole of VIPKID extras, what I call them. As the teacher base has grown, a lot of teachers have found individual niches within VIPKID, whether that's creating digital props, creating paper props, starting like boutiques with clothing. It's easy to get overwhelmed by all the extra stuff there is, green screens and digital effects. If all of this was available when I started, I would have been overwhelmed. Keep it simple. So my advice is to keep it simple. What you did in your mock class is all you need to be successful with VIPKID. You need to have a few props. Don't worry about green screens and digital effects and all these things. As you learn, you can start building piece by piece. I do use digital props now, digital rewards now, but I didn't start doing that until after a year of teaching and just using props around my house. So stick to the basics. Have a few props. Be engaging with the student and with the lesson, and you'll be fine. My third tip is to set some non-negotiables. For me, I already mentioned this, it was sleep. I need a certain amount of sleep to be a good mom, to be a functioning human. And the extra money I would earn was not worth sacrificing my health. So set some non-negotiables that are personal to you. Whatever helps you be the healthiest you. Whether that's getting enough sleep, eating a good breakfast, exercising, having time with your kids before they go to school in the morning, whatever it is, decide what helps you get your day off to a good start or throughout the day what you have energy for, and adjust your schedule based on making sure that you don't sacrifice those non-negotiables. My fourth and final tip is to expect failure. And by failure, I mean a 1 Apple review, or I mean a teacher no-show. Almost every teacher I have ever talked to has a less than perfect review, and almost all of them have gotten a teacher no-show. But if you go into this job expecting to be perfect, then you will be more devastated when it happens to you. It was devastating when it happened to me. I have a video going through my parent feedback. I was devastated when I got my first less than 5 Apple review, especially because it had some comments that really stung. But it's at those difficult crossroads that define what kind of teacher we are. I decided I was gonna keep going, learn from the feedback I got, and I feel like my teaching quality improved. You need to have realistic expectations. In all reality, you're not gonna jive with every student. You're gonna have your own teaching style, you have your own personality, and you're gonna find your tribe of students who are gonna jive with your teaching style, and you're gonna teach some who maybe don't like you. To be honest, they might not like you. That's totally okay. Life isn't about everybody liking each other. I mean, that's why we have tags on our profiles and videos so they can see our personality. It matters. So don't set yourself up with unrealistic expectations that you are going to jive with every single student, that you are always going to have perfect feedback, and that you're never going to have a no-show. There are probably some teachers, who have never had those things happen, but I would say the majority have had at least one or the other. It will happen. But decide that you are a resilient teacher who learns from criticism and can pick yourself back up when you fall down, because we all fall down. All right, guys, these were my 4 tips to helping you deal with overwhelm in this job. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't applied for VIPKID yet, my referral link is below to do so, and I'll help you out, answer your questions as you go throughout the process. Let me know in the comments what you do to help deal with stress and pressure and overwhelm. And as always, happy teaching.